Hello, today's the 9th of December 2014. I'm Tennant. Yesterday I said I thought the open should be interesting, that I thought we had a chance for a stilt-like move down and things getting ugly, which is how we began the day. During the day, the mejt system said this late rally would not stick. It was a false move, that prices would return to the area of this thick blue line and find support under that price, which is what happened. I don't have any new mejt targets, and that forces me to resort to other things. Let's start out by saying, if one looks at the volatility index, the VIX, that we now have a bar completely over the upper Bollinger Band. It usually marks a low, but we need to trade under the upper band for confirmation. Other things look a lot more favorable today than they did yesterday. You'll recall we had a buy signal from Tom DeMark on the 15-minute chart. The stop loss is based on closing prices, and we're still on a buy. It's also important to know that starting out low and rallying all day long is a positive formation. Almost always you get follow through at the open the next day, and as we'll see, that's what the bulls need. Here's our diamond on stilts pattern. We have a stilt-like move down. We undercut this low. It failed in spades, but there's a target of all these patterns. If one takes the height of the diamond, this move here is a artifact caused by the fact that all the elements of the S&P don't open at the same time. You take the height of the diamond, set it at 61.8%, and 100% gives us this low. The 38.2% level gives us this high, so it's reasonable to conclude that that pattern has completed. Up here we had the market hitting new highs and new highs, not being able to hold them. Here we have the opposite. We undercut all kinds of lows and weren't able to hold them. That's relatively positive. What's interesting is if you connect these lows, we came right to that line at the close. So we have a strong rally to resistance from this trend line and from yesterday's close. It's a rally to resistance and not through it. The move is really a positive move, and we have a good chance to rally tomorrow, but it really requires us to gap over today's high. If we can have a gap over today's high, I think it could have legs. If not, then we've rallied to resistance without going through it. We would still need a reversal for confirmation, but I think it'll probably come. So the call for tomorrow is there's a good chance of a gap up, which would be positive, but if we don't have the gap up, all bets are off, and that's today's call.